So many people are practicing yoga for so many years. They have been into the yoga asanas from childhood, but they don't see that Ayurveda comes along with yoga. It is the sister sciences. So what do you want to say about that? They don't feel that it is important to follow Ayurvedic principles in their life just because they are doing some asanas.
So basically, if people practice yoga as asanas for a long time, but if they want to go into more the spiritual side of yoga, because yoga is actually a spiritual practice, and it's mainly a practice of meditation, and so we want to be able to sit in meditation for a long time so that we can work on the spiritual aspect of it, because we can't limit yoga just to the physical asana, right? If people want to elevate their consciousness, they want to raise their vibration, they need to refine their bodies, they need to refine their mind, right? They need to be able to sit for a long period of time in meditation so that they can achieve that state, right? So then, I mean, if you're very young and you still haven't had a lot of time, it's better to not wait until the imbalance already happens on a major level. So you can then use Ayurveda early enough to prevent things from happening, and you can also start to refine in this way the body, right? So you eat in a way that helps to raise your vibration. We know the five koshas, right? The five layers of our existence. So everything is affected. So if the body and the physical, the gross level is not in a healthy state, the mind will not be in a healthy state either. You know, if you eat heavy food, how sluggish you feel in your mind. You can't think, right? Or certain foods like too much spicy for pitta, you know, it can become so majestic and your mind just like cannot stop, right? You just
I can't even sleep.
Right.
These so many thoughts, and I just can't close my eyes.
Exactly.
Even if my eyes are closed, I just can't stop my mind.
Exactly.
The thoughts come.
It's
and go.
racing all the time. So we know, like we can tell just by even paying attention that what we eat, it will affect the mental state. It affects the prana, right? The pranic body. It affects the physical, the emotional, the intellectual, like all, and spiritual too, right? So everything then gets affected. So if we want to take practice to the next level, take it more how it should be practiced, what it actually supposed to be like, right? Not just limit to the physical. Yeah, so we can't just limit to physical asana. I mean, how much can you do asana and then what? You'll do it for a while, but if you're not taking care of your diet and lifestyle, everything, then
it's just useless.
Useless, exactly. It's useless, and also you won't be able to get to that higher vibrational state, the high spiritual state, because the mind will be uncontrollable as well. So you won't be able to practice how to control your mind and how to sit with yourself in that quietly, right? And doing those practices, the more higher spiritual practices. So then we need to take care of the body on a physical level so that we can also practice on a spiritual level. Because when I was unwell, when I was in bed and I couldn't even sit in meditation, even if I wanted to, I couldn't sit down with my legs crossed. Everything was paining me, right? I can give you from my own example that when the body feels vital, everything is functioning the way it should, and we're not distracted by the body, then we can go to the next stage, the next level, so that we can raise the consciousness, raise the vibration, and be in the high states of being while being in the physical body as well.
So we are talking about how we can do some practices just for the physical body so that it can come to balance. So please tell us, what are the few steps one person can do just to start? So what will be the approach for that person?
You mean the physical asanas, yoga?
Yes, just to start with the physical asana, and then you will go to the higher vibrations.
Yes,
no?
so that's right. Start with physical asana. You start with physical asana. So you come to Abhiya School of Yoga and you start with your physical asana. That's how you do it. And you start with practicing the lifestyle. So you find out
What is your
element
go-to
is out of
element, yes.
balance, how you can bring it into balance. You do your cleansing if required, you change the routine, you start to live according to the routine that's good for you. So on the physical side of things, that's literally what you need to do. I think it's about having consistency and having that commitment. So for many people, they think making changes it's hard because it's a matter of habit, right? So because
have to
even
break a
every
pattern.
yeah, you need to break the pattern. We sometimes stuck in our own ways. We're stuck in the loop, and it seems like making change it's too hard. It seems like I don't know how I'm gonna be if I'm not this, because that's all we know, right? To that degree, all we know. We haven't been in the highest state. We don't know how good it feels. So we are so used to this state, and sometimes it's very hard to break that pattern. But you have to have discipline, you have to have commitment, and you need to make a decision, right? So once you make decision that you want to go further and feel better as a result, then you need to start to implement everything. So you need to implement the diet, you need to implement the lifestyle, you need to implement the daily routine, the dinacharya in Ayurveda,
Yes.
that's what it's called. And just be consistent, like have a daily practice, make it your priority, right? So you need to make it your priority as well. Nothing will happen unless you want something to happen,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So if you are at the stage where you are ready to make the transformation, the real transformation in your life, then just come to
Abhyas
Abhyas
School
School
of
Yoga,
Yoga.
and you can get started.
Yeah. So we are ready for the human transformation.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much, Ara,
It's
for
my
this
absolute
lovely
pleasure.
time. It was really helpful, very thoughtful, and it was very informative for the viewers and for me. Just to give a message to the viewer at the end.
That's my message. Start, start now. So don't delay. Just start now. Start to make the changes. Start to create transformation, so you can be your highest possible self and to know your true self on a deeper level.
Thank you so
Namaskar.
much. Thank you so much.